Imagine a world where overnight every form of money, coins, bills, bank accounts, credit cards, even digital ledgers, ceases to exist, not just physically but conceptually. Waking up in this reality, you find that the idea of exchanging tokens or numbers for goods and services has simply vanished from human consciousness. Shops stand open but lack price tags, banks are empty shells, and markets are eerily silent. In the immediate aftermath, confusion reigns. People wander through city streets, clutching now meaningless wallets, unsure how to acquire breakfast or a bus ride. The old scripts of daily life, paying for a coffee, collecting a paycheck, saving for the future, have abruptly lost their meaning. The world pauses, collectively bewildered, as the scaffolding of civilization's most familiar system dissolves in an instant. As the initial shock wears off, humanity instinctively searches for new ways to meet its needs. With money erased from memory, barter emerges as the default. People begin to exchange goods or skills directly. Bread for eggs, carpentry for a haircut, a bushel of apples for a pair of shoes. But quickly, the inefficiencies of this system become painfully clear. Barter requires a double coincidence of wants, meaning both parties must desire what the other offers at the same time. Complex trades become tangled negotiations, and many are left unable to find fair exchanges for their skills or surplus. Cities, which once thrived on the invisible flow of currency, grind to a near halt. Critical jobs, like sanitation, medicine, and transportation, suffer when workers cannot easily trade their labor for life's essentials. In rural areas, where communities are tighter and resources more tangible, adaptation comes more easily. But in sprawling urban centers, frustration and scarcity breed unrest, as people realize that without a universal medium of exchange, the gears of society seize up. Necessity breeds innovation. As people tire of endless bartering, communities experiment with new systems for organizing labor and resources. Reputation and trust become vital currencies. Those known for reliability, generosity, or essential skills gain influence and access to communal goods. Local councils and cooperatives form, using consensus to distribute resources and assign tasks. In some places, intricate webs of obligation and reciprocity replace money, tracked through communal memory or simple ledgers. I built your fence, you'll help me harvest in autumn. Technology plays a surprising role. Digital platforms emerge to match needs and offers, using algorithms to balance exchanges and foster fairness. In the absence of money, social bonds and mutual dependence become the backbone of civilization. While some communities thrive, others fracture along old lines of distrust or resource scarcity, revealing how deeply money once smoothed the friction of human exchange. Without money as a motivator, the meaning of work transforms. Some jobs, once performed only for a paycheck, are abandoned, while others, critical to survival or community well-being, become prized and respected. Creative pursuits, science, caregiving, and teaching flourish where intrinsic motivation and social recognition are valued. Hoarding loses its purpose, as amassing wealth is meaningless without a currency to store it. Inequality shifts. Those with rare skills or abundant land may still command influence, but the rigid hierarchies of the old world soften. Luxury becomes defined by time, relationships, and fulfillment, rather than material excess. Ambition persists, but its shape changes. People strive to build legacies of service, artistry, or discovery, seeking honor and gratitude rather than riches. The world grows less transactional, more relational, as the invisible walls built by money begin to crumble. Decades pass. Humanity, having adapted to a world without money, discovers new forms of prosperity and challenge. Global trade is transformed. Rather than vast flows of capital, nations exchange resources and knowledge through negotiated agreements, sometimes tracked by reputation or technological trust tokens that never become currency. International cooperation deepens in some regions as mutual benefit and shared crises, like climate change, demand collective action. Yet without money's efficiency, some forms of large-scale innovation and infrastructure develop more slowly, relying on consensus and shared vision. Local cultures flourish, freed from the homogenizing pressure of global markets, but inequality persists in new forms, shaped by geography, natural resources, and social networks. Looking back, people marvel at the old world's obsession with money, its power to divide, motivate, and constrain. In its absence, humanity's values and structures have evolved, proving both resilient and endlessly inventive. The story of civilization continues, shaped not by the pursuit of wealth, but by the enduring drive to connect, create, and thrive together.